joining us now on the line with the latest news out of Mozambique is Capranzine Hunguana, the Asset and Liability Manager from F&B. Thank you so very much for joining us. It's great to have you on the program as always. We know the March inflation number was sitting at around 3.8%. We are anticipating that April number to come through. We know that it's down significantly from what we saw last year on in the inflation front, where it was in double digits, in fact at 15%. What kind of number are we anticipating for April?
Yes, the April numbers that were released just this week, they show actually a deflation of 0.24% month on month, which takes the year-on-year rates to 3.37%, which is still significantly low, and I believe that this will prompt the central bank to reduce rates yet again at today's meeting.
Well, I mean, the interest rate right now in Mozambique is sitting at around 13.5%. The last cut was around 25 basis points. Are we going to see a significant move to the downside, or can we just expect another 25 basis point cut?
Well, given the inflation numbers as well as the gap between the Treasury bill rates, which now sits at 5.50% for the 91-day Treasury bill, that will definitely prompt the central bank to cut rates again, because with this wide gap, I don't see them keeping the policy rate at 13.5%. And I believe that anything between 50 to 100 basis points will be the decision of today's MPC meeting.
Absolutely. I mean, when I compare what we see here in South Africa relative to what we're seeing in Mozambique, you're sitting in a very positive environment on the real interest rate front when you minus out that inflation figure. How is this also affecting fixed income? I'm sure you're looking at double-digit yields within the space.
Sorry, can you repeat your question?
Fixed income, are we looking at double-digit yields at this point?
No, definitely not. Treasury bills are now sitting at 5.5%, and the policy rate is at 13.5%. I could well see that coming down to single digits within the next 3 months or so.
On the Treasury bill front, and interbank money market as well, what kind of trends are ensuing there?
Well, on the interbank money market rate, we are now seeing yields of around 5.5% as of yesterday, and that could well come down to 5% within the next 7 days.
Do you think that this is going to deter investors when you're looking at such low yields?
No, I don't think that's going to deter foreign investors from investing in Mozambique. At the moment, foreign investment has been mostly into the mining sector, and that's not really affected by yields. And on the financial sector, I don't see them pulling their investments out of Mozambique because of.
Okay. With regards to the foreign exchange market, so in other words, forex currency, we're seeing a much lower inflation rate. So one would assume that on the currency front, we're seeing a lot of stability.
Yes, there was a lot of stability during the whole of April. And that's mostly due to low oil imports during the month after the large amounts that were imported during March. And that's also contributed to the Metical appreciating a little bit against the dollar by 1% during the month. And against the rand, the appreciation was 2.5%, and that feeds directly into inflation, because Mozambique imports a lot of its food from South Africa.
Fantastic, Capranzine. We have to leave it there. Thank you so very much for joining us. Great to have you on the program.